Hi, my name's Ash, and welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing WARzone 1, another tryhackme CTF, but this time it's live. If you've checked out the other couple videos, we've had Print Nightmare again, and we've had Epoch. So now we're on to WARzone. So this is a medium blue lab, and we are looking if we've had a true positive alert. So let's go over to tryhackme.com and let's start up this room together. So as we're waiting for that to spin up, let's just go read our instructions. So we've got one task here. Your shift just started and your first network alert comes in. Ooh. So you're a network tier 1 security analyst, L1, for a managed security service provider, MSSP. Today you're tasked with monitoring network alerts. A few minutes into your shift, you get your first network case, potentially bad traffic, and malware command control activity detected. Your race against the clock starts. Inspect the PCAP and retrieve the artifacts to confirm this alert is a true positive. We need to get onto it. So we've got Brim, Network Miner, and Wireshark. Okay, so we've got our IP up here. This one's a little different. Actually, like one of the other brooms from this event, we go show split view, and just be patient. The box might just take a couple of minutes to boot up. Okay, so it's booted up. I'm going to go view in full screen. That's just going to open it in another tab. Then I'm just going to go exit split view and just going to arrange the windows a bit better there. All right, environment setup. Back to our question. What was the alert signature for malware, command, and control activity detected? So let's have a little inspect of what we've got going on. So if we have our tools folder here, we can see we've got CyberChef, Network Miner, Brim, and Wireshark. So let's start off with Brim, and I'm just going to click and drag that PCAP file over. All right, so we can see our alerts here. So the first one, we can see malware, mirror blast. Let's go ahead and copy that, and it looks like that's what we're after. All right, so that's our first question. Thank you, Brim. So next one is, what is the source IP address? Enter your answer in a defanged format. So this was a new one for me, defanged version. Something I've actually used, I just had no idea what it was called. So it's when you have these square brackets around each of the dots. I've seen it like written in reports before. So yeah, that's what it's called. It's called defanged. So we have our source IP, and then we have our destination IP. So we can go ahead and copy that. I'm going to use my actual host and look up CyberChef this way. And we can just go defanged IP address and pop that in there, and it will just automatically put those brackets in for us. Awesome. So that's our source, and we'll just repeat the process for the destination IP. So we'll right click, copy it. You might need to use this clipboard, paste it in there, and we've got our defanged format for the destination. All right, going strong, going good so far. Next up, inspect the IP address in VirusTotal. Under Relations, Passive DNS Replication, which domain has the most detections? Enter your answer in a defanged format. Alrighty, so still in my host machine, I'm gonna go to the search and paste in this destination URL. So we've got some hits for malware and malicious activity. So it says go to the Relations tab and under Passive DNS Replication. So out of all of our detections, the most we've got is for this domain. But remember that we want it in defanged. So we can go ahead and use CyberChef again for that. You can just type it out manually if you want, but I don't know, just save a little bit of time, I guess. So still in VirusTotal, under Community, what threat group is attributed to this IP address? So if we click over to our Community tab, we can see TA505 going off the amount of characters and the fact that it's showing up a couple times. So we can actually look TA505 up, and we have Malpedia showing us that it is indeed a threat actor. So that's who we're after there. Cool. And looking to the graph, they're connected to a heck of a lot. So fascinating. So it's saying, what is the malware family? So we can also see that name showing up here is Mirror Blast. And we can look that up too. And Malpedia has a page here dedicated to it. And we can see how they're involved with that threat group. So yeah, this is looking like pretty bad. that we've got this going on the network. This isn't good. We've confirmed that indeed we've got a known threat actor using a known malware family thing. It's not good. So next question, do a search in VirusTotal for the domain from question 4. So let's grab that. So let's go back here. Oh, we've already got that. Yeah, we've already done that. What is the majority file type listed in communicating files? So if we go back to relations, we've got communicating files. So we have a Windows installer. We can see that that is the majority of the type of file listed. So MSI, a Windows installer. So inspect the web traffic for the flagged IP address. What is the user agent in the traffic? Okay, let's go back to our box. So we can see user agent here. We right click, go open details, and just expand that a little bit. It doesn't follow our format, this alert signature, even though it includes our user agent. It's not exactly what we're after. Why don't we open this up in Wireshark? There's a packets button up here, and we can drill down a little bit further to find this user agent. So looking at our HTTP, we've got a GET request, and then actually I can see our user agent in here. So if we go down and we can get the user agent right there. And I know it's that because it's lining up with the format for what we're after. Copy value, pop that in. Great. So next up is retrace the attack. There were multiple IP addresses associated with this attack. What were the two other IP addresses? Enter the IP address defanged and in numerical order. Okay, so let's think about this. We know that this was our internal IP and this was our external IP. That's bad. So if we use our source to search, so I'm just going to open the PCAP in Wireshark. If we can find other IPs associated with our internal IP, so we can go IP.addr is equal to our 172.16.1.102. Okay, so that's still a lot. Well, maybe let's try first the bad actor second. Right, so it looks like that, yeah, this external is only associated with that IP. So I think we were on the right track. Maybe Brim's a better way to go. So if we just filter by this source IP, do we get anything? Looks like still the same. All right, if we just search our internal IP and maybe just filter alerts. No. All right, let's just add only HTTP. All right, now we've got, okay, here we go. So it has been talking to something else. Okay, that looks super sus. Some MSI, another Windows installer. Okay, so we've got a couple. All right, let's try and figure out which ones are sus. Popping that into VirusTotal, and we've got a hit for something malicious. Another Windows installer. Okay, so confident that we've got one. So let's go defang that and pop that in. And then what else do we have? Got a 185, which is also being picked up. So it could be this one too. So we could defang that. So it doesn't look like it's that. So we could try a different combination. There's also this other one, which is also being picked up. So we have a couple of options. So it could be this one too. But it also does say numerical order. So probably a good idea to be putting them in the right one. Yep, just if you're wondering why it's not working, just double check that you're using the right field. Next up, what were the file names of the downloaded files? Enter the answer in the order to the IP addresses from the previous question. So we have 185 and then 192. So our 192, we can see, I mean, that's a installer right there, right? So that's one. But that'll line up for this IP. So there's something with this IP. It's not showing up here. So can we filter further? And there's also a file activity. So if we run that, we can see that it's associated with the filter.msi. So if we pop that in, we hit submit. Awesome. So inspect the traffic for the first downloaded file. So this filter. So we'll open that filter in Wireshark by just hitting that packets up the top. And let's look a little bit closer at our HTTP. So I've just sorted by our protocol. So we've got a GET request, and then we can see the response. So I'm going to right click and we can actually go follow to our stream. And this is where we can search through a little bit more easily. By going off the hints, we're looking for a file path. So inspect the traffic to the first downloaded file from the previous question. 2 files will be saved in the same directory. What is the full file path of the directory and the name of the 2 files? So this C:\\. If we search through this stream by pasting in or writing out the beginning of our directory, that'll actually show us where this would be saved to. Now it looks a little complicated, but I'm assuming because this is like more raw data, we're not going to have it neatly presented to us. But going off our hints, we've got a dot and then 3 characters at the end. So I'm fairly confident that this is going to be our first one. Now, I'm not going to pretend like I understand this. I had to look this up in a write-up because I was stuck on this for ages. But you need to repeat this twice and to get this. So if you've come here for this question, I understand. I couldn't figure it out. I don't know if this is a problem with the room itself, so it might have been updated if by the time you're going through. I'm not sure, but it's unclear to me why it's like that. So if you understand it, let me know. I'm not sure. Okay, so our last one. Now do the same and inspect the traffic from the second downloaded file. 2 files will be saved in the same directory. What is the full file path of the directory and the name of the 2 files? Same format as the last one. So we'll head back to Brim and we'll essentially just repeat the process, but instead of looking at this first 185 file, we'll look at for the 192. So we can find that down here. So we can filter and then open in packets. So it's really just repeat. I'm gonna sort by protocol. Either HTTP request or response would find it. Right click, follow TCP stream, and then it's a case of searching in here like we did last time. Okay, so there's one, and if we hit search again, we'll find our next one. And here's where I think another error is, because it looks like it should just be .rb, but if you look at the characters required, it wants 3 characters at the end, like exe. But if you look here, it's a capital S, which is starting the next word, software. So it's a little confusing, but if you put the capital S at the end, it'll get you there. Yeah, so that's WARzone 1. My first, I think, medium room. It was a lot of fun. It was great though, following the ball, like what tryhackme put in front. It's good that it's like sequential, step-by-step sort of thing. Just tweet out that I got it if you want to follow me. Little sneaky plug there. Otherwise, that was the room. Thank you very much for tuning in this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new. Let me know how you solved the room. If you did anything differently, I'd love to learn from you. And I'm going to let YouTube decide for another video for you to watch. So if you want to hang around, you can go watch that. Otherwise, check out my playlist on the screen too. Yeah, I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for hanging around. Appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.